Captain, Principal, what shall I call thee? The noble spark of bounty, the lifeblood of society.
Call me your forecast, you poor sons, when you come drunk out of a tavern. 'Tis I must cast your plots into form still. 'Tis I must manage the brink, or I'll not give allowance for the proceeding. I must let fly my civil fortunes, turn wild gray, lay my wits up, you rascals, to maintain a company of villains, whom I love in my very soul and conscience.
A little forecast.
Hang you! You have bewitched me among you. But I was as well given till I felt me wicked. My grandsire had hope of me. I went all in black, swore but on Sundays, never came home drunk, but upon fasting nights to cleanse my stomach. Slid now, I'm quite altered, blown into light colors, let out O's by the minute, sit up late till it be early, drink drunk till I'm sober, sink down dead in a tavern, and rise in a tobacco shop. Here's a transformation. I was wont yet to pity the simple, and leave them some money. Slid now, I go without conscience. I go without order, swear without number, go without mercy, and drink without measure.
Aha, I deny the last. For if you drink ne'er so much, you drink within measure.
Well, how prove you that, sir?
Because the drawers never fill their pots.
Yes, that is well found out. All drunkards may lawfully say they drink within measure by that trick. And now I'm put in the mind of a trick. Can you keep your countenance, villains?
I warn you for blushing, Captain.
They faintness for blushing is little enough grace amongst you all. Now, you all know the possibilities of my hereafter fortunes, and the humor of my frolic grandsire, Sir Bounteous Progress, whose death makes all possible for me. I shall have all when he has nothing, but now he has all and I have nothing. I think one mind runs through a million of them. They love to keep us sober all the while they're alive, so when they're dead we may drink to their health. They cannot abide to see us merry all the while they're above ground, and that makes so many laugh at their fathers' funerals. But I know my grandfather keeps his will in a box, and it bequeaths all to me when he can carry nothing away. But stood I in need a poor 10 pounds now, and by his will I should hang myself ere I should get it. There's no such will in his word in his will, nor no such thought in his mind, I warrant you.
You may build upon that, Captain.
And since he has no will to do me good as long as he lives, by my own will I'll do myself good before he dies. And now you arrive at the purpose. You are not ignorant, I'm sure, you true and necessary implements of mischief, that my grandsire, Sir Bounteous Progress, is a knight of thousands. And second, that he keeps a house much like his name, Bounteous, open for all comers. Thirdly and lastly, that he stands upon the glory of his complement, variety of entertainment, together with the largeness of his kitchen, the longitude of his buttery, and the fecundity of his larder, and thinks himself never happier than when some stiff lord or great countess alights to make light his dishes. And these things being well mixed together, may give my project better encouragement, and may spring my purpose forth with better encouragement as well. To be short and cut off a great deal of dirty way, I'll down to my grandsires as a lord.
How so, Captain?
Well, a French ruff, a thin beard, and a strong perfume will do it. And I'll hire red coats for you all by Westminster clock. That color will soonest be believed.
But prithee, Captain.
Push! I reach past your fathoms. You desire crowns?
From the crown of our head to the sole of our foot.
Well, then carry yourselves but plausibly, and you'll carry enough away with yourselves.
Why, there spoke a Roman captain.
Master Penitent Brothel.
Sweet Master Follywit. Here's a mad brain at the first, whose pranks scorn to have precedence. He's played more tricks than the cards can allow a man. Hating imitation, here's a fellow whose only glory is to be prime of the company, to be sure of which he maintains all the rest. He's the carry-on, and they the kites that gorge upon him. But why in others do I check wild passions and retain deadly follies in myself? I tax his youth of common received riot and retain deadly follies, a love for harebrain's wife, over whose hours and pleasures her husband, who is a fantastic yet deserved suspect, bestows his serious time in watch and ward. And I am restrained to use the means of one that knows no mean, a courtesan. One poison for another, to which the husband innocently admits without suspicion into her company, who with tried art corrupts and loosens her most constant powers. Look, here she comes, the close courtesan, whose mother is her bawd.
Master Penitent Bravo.
Oh, my pretty little Lady Goldman. The news? The comfort?
You are the fortunate man, sir. There wants but opportunity, and Hairbrain's wife is wax, your own fashioning. She had wrought herself into the form of your love before my arc set finger to her.
Did our affections meet? Our thoughts keep time?
So it should seem, by the music. The only jar is in the grumbling bass viol, her husband.
Oh, is waking suspicion.
Sigh not, Master Penitent. Trust the managing of this business with me. 'Tis for my credit now to see it well finished. And if I do you no good, sir, then you shall give me no money.
I am arrived at the court of conscience. A courtesan. Oh, admirable times. Honesty is removed to commonplace. Farewell, lady.
Now, daughter.
Oh, what news, mother?
A token from thy keeper.
Oh, from Sir Bounteous Progress. He's my keeper indeed. But there's many a piece of venison stolen that the keeper knows not of. There's no part kept so warily, but loses flesh at one time or other. And no woman kept so privately, but may watch advantage and make the best of her pleasure. And in common reason, one keeper cannot be enough for so proud heart as a woman.
There, girl.
Fear not me, mother.
Every part of the world shoots up daily and more subtly. The very spider weaves her web with more art and cunning to entrap the fly. 15 times thou knowest I have sold thy maidenhead to make up a dowry for thy marriage. And yet, there's maidenhead enough for old Sir Bounteous still. The sums I have told upon thy pillow, I shall see those golden days again. Though 15, all thy maidenheads are not gone. The Italian is not served, or the French. The British men come for a dozen at once, they engross the market. Tut, my girl, 'tis nothing but a polite conveyance, a sincere carriage, a religious eyebrow, that throws them over their worldling senses. And when thou spiest a fool that truly pities the false springs of thine eyes, and honorably dotes upon thy love, if he be rich, set him by for a husband. Be wisely tempered and learn this, my wench. Who gets the opinion for a virtuous name, may sin at pleasure and never think of shame.
Mother, I am too deep a scholar grown to learn my first rules now.
Will thee thy own peace, remove thyself, see no more. Ah, the two elder brothers.
A fair hour, sweet lady.
Good morrow, gentlemen, masterness and master possibility.
And where's that little sweet lady, your daughter?
Even at her book, sir.
So religious.
Oh, 'tis no new motion, she took it from an infant.
May we deserve a sight of her, lady?
Upon that condition, you will promise me, gentlemen, to avoid all profane talk, indecent phrases, wanton compliments, and lascivious courtings, which I know my daughter will sooner die than endure. I'm content your suits shall be granted.
Not a body syllable, I protest.
She may make night work on it. It was well recovered. He cats and courtesans stroll most in the night. Her friend may be received and conveyed forth nightly. I'll be at charge for watch and ward. And here he comes.
Give your worship good evening.
Welcome, my friend. I must deserve your diligence in an employment serious. The truth is, there was a cunning plot laid, but happily discovered to rob my house. The time uncertain when, but fixed within the circle of this month. Nor does this villainy consist in numbers or many partners. Only someone shall, in the form of my familiar friend, be received privately into my house by some perfidious servant of mine own, addressed fit for the practice.
Oh, abominable.
If you'll be a faithful watchman, show your goodness, and with these angels shore up your eyelids. Let me not be purloined. There is a gem I would not lose. Well, I have said enough.
And I shall do enough, sir.
Why, well said. Watch me a good turn now. Oh, Lady Gullman, my wife's only company. And how does that virtuous matron, that good old gentlewoman thy mother? I persuade myself, if modesty be in the world, she has part on it. A woman of an excellent carriage all her lifetime, in court, city, and country.
She has always carried it well in those places, sir. Witness 3 bastards apiece. How does your sweet bedfellow, sir? You see, I'm her boldest visitant.
And welcome, sweet virgin, the only companion my soul wishes for. I left her within at her boot. Prithee give her good counsel?
Alas, she needs none, sir.
Yet a little of thy instructions will not come amiss to her.
I'll bestow my labor, sir.
Do labor her. I have conveyed away all her wanton pamphlets as Hero and Leander, Venus and Adonis. Oh, two luscious marrowbone pies for a young married wife. Here. Prithee take the resolution and read to her a little.
She's set up her resolution already, sir.
And this'll confirm it the more. There's a chapter of hell. 'Tis good to read this cold weather. Terrify her, go. Read to her the horrible punishments for itching wantonness, the pains allotted for adultery. Tell her her thoughts, her very dreams are answerable. Say so. Rip up the life of a courtesan and show how loathsome 'tis.
This gentleman would persuade me to speak ill of mine own function.
This is the course I take. I'll admit none but this pure virgin to her kind. That's enough. I'll keep her to her stint. I'll put her to her pension. She gets but her allowance. That's a bare one. Few women but have that beside their own. Nay, I'll put her hard to it.
Fain would I meet the gentleman.
Fain would you meet him. Why, you do not take the course.
How earnestly she labors her, like a good, wholesome sister of the family.
What is the means? I would as gladly to enjoy his sight, embrace it as the...
Listen, when husbands in their rankest suspicions dwell, put these notes in use that I'll direct you. He'll curse himself that ere he did suspect you.
She's round with her a fate.
See him in his sight to endure the sight of no man. Put by all kisses, till you kiss in common. Neglect all entertain. If he bring in strangers, well, keep you your chamber, be not seen. If you read some stirring pamphlet, well, convey it under your skirt. In the fittest place, lay it. This is the way, my wench, to enjoy thy wishes. Here you perform best where you most neglect. Well, the way to dawn is to outvie suspect. Manage these principles, but with art and life, and welcome all nations. That an honest wife.
She puts it home with a even to the quick.
Here, lady, convey my heart unto him in this jewel, and when you see me next, you shall perceive that I have profited. In the mean season, tell him I'm a prisoner yet at the master's side. My husband's jealousy, that masters him, as he doth master me.
I'll tell him how you wish it.
I owe you more than thanks, but that I hope my husband will requite you.
Think you so, lady? He has small reason for it.
What? Done so soon? Done so soon? Away! To it again, good wench, to it again. Leave her not so. Where left you? Come.
Faith, I am weary, sir. I cannot draw her from her strict opinion with all the arguments that sense can frame.
Oh, let me come. Fie, wife, you must consent. What opinion is it? Let's hear.
Fondly and willfully, she retains that thought that every sin is damned.
Fie, wife. Sweet pea, how have you lost your time? For shame be converted. There's a diabolical opinion indeed, but then you may think that usury were damned. You're a fine merchant.
Yes,
Or bribery. You know the law well.
Yes,
Or
I...
sloth. Would some of the clergy heard you a bit?
I do.
Or pride. You come in court. Or
Yes.
gluttony. You're not worthy to dine at an alderman's table.
Lady,
Your
don't-
only deadly sin's adultery, that villainous ringworm, woman's worst requital. 'Tis only lechery that's damned to the pit hole. All sins are venial, but venereal.
I've said enough to her.
And she will be ruled by you. I'll pawn my credit on it. Come hither, lady. I'll not altogether rest ungrateful. Here, wear this jewel for thy pains and counsel.
You're to blame, faith, sir. I shall ne'er deserve it.
Thou hast done it already. Prithee, let's see thee oftener.
Such gifts will soon entreat me.
Now, wife, as thou lovest the quiet of my breast, embrace her counsel, yield to her advices. Thou wilt find comfort in him in the end. Thou wilt feel an alteration. Prithee, think on it. Mine eyes can scarce refrain.
walkings and 80 miles a day. Whose footman are you?
Pray, can you tell me if my lordship be come in yet?
My lord? What lord?
Why, my lord, oh much, sir.
My lord, so much. I have heard of that lord. That lord hath great acquaintance in the city. That lordship hath been much followed.
And still is, sir. He wants for no company when he's in London.
Much fine rumor have I heard of that lord, yet never have I had the opportunity to lay eyes upon him. Not sure he will alight here. Footman, I'm afraid thou art mistook.
Thinks your worship so. By your leave, sir.
What? The passion of me, footman, I say, come.
Does your worship call?
Did he name the house with the great turret at the top?
No, in faith he did not, sir.
Come hither, I say. And did he not speak of a cloth of gold chamber?
Not one word by my troth, sir.
Passion of me, footman, I say, come hither.
I beseech your worship, detain me not.
Was there no talk of a fair set of organs, a great gilt candlestick, a pair of silver snuffers?
'Twere sin to belie, my lord, I heard no such words.
Well, come again, you lousy 7 mile an hour.
Your worship will undo me, sir.
Were there no words of a long dining room, a huge kitchen, large meat, a broad dresser board? Whom did he name?
Why, one Sir Bounteous Progress.
Aha! I am that Sir Bounteous, you progressive roundabout rascal. I knew I should have it in the end. As that lord will miss me, I thank that good honors. 'Tis a fortune laid upon me. I have a kind of complimental gift given me above ordinary country knights. There's not a knight in the Shire able to entertain a lord in a pew or a lady in the nick like me. There's a kind of grace to it. A kind of art springs naturally from me. How I know not. It's dawn before I'm aware of it. Oh, God of me, I don't know yet myself. How does thy lord? I've never seen him before in my life. Come a bastard for this footman.
My lord has traveled this 5 years, sir.
Traveled? Hath your lord any children? Some bastard, I say!
No bastard, I'll please your worship.
Gunwater! Come hither. A cup of bastard for this footman's wits. Come for Send presently to Master Pheasant for one of his hens.
And it please your worship, there's a lord and his followers duly elected.
Oh, dispatch, I say, dispatch! Where's my music? He's come indeed!
Footman!
My lord.
Run swiftly with my commendations to Sir Jasper Topaz. We'll ride and visit him in the morning, say.
Your lordship's charge will be effected.
That courtly comely form should present to me Sir Bounteous Progress.
You have found me out, my lord. I cannot hide myself. Your honor is most spaciously welcome.
Forgive me in this, that being a stranger in your houses, and I, for make my way so bold, and presumed rather upon your kindness than your knowledge, your bounteous disposition, fame hath divulged, and is to me well known.
And you know my disposition, lord. You know me better than they that know my person. Your honor is so much the welcome of that.
Thanks, good Sir Bounteous.
Oh, forgive me, my lord. It hath oft been my ambition, both in respect to your honorable presence and to the prodigal fame that keeps even stroke with your unbounded worthiness, to have wished your lordship where your lordship is, a noble guest in this most unworthy seat. Your lordship has ne'er heard my organs?
Heard of them, sir, but never heard of them.
They're but double killed, my lord. A mere 150 pounds would suit you with such another bear.
Indeed, Sir Bounteous.
Oh, my lord. I have a present suit to you.
To me, Sir Bounteous, and you could now speak at a fitter time, for I am here present to grant you.
I have a grandchild, my lord, one Follywit, whom I love. And when I die, I'll do somewhat for him. I'll tell your honor the worst of it, a wild lad he hath been.
So we have been all, sir.
So we have been all indeed, my lord. I thank your lordship's assistance. Some certain comic pranks he has been guilty of, but I'll pour my credit for him in honest, trusty bosom.
And that's worth all, sir.
That's worth all indeed, my lord, for he's like to have all when I die. His chin has no more prickles yet than a midwife's. Might I be so bold as to ask your lordship to prefer this aforesaid Ganymede to under your lordship's cup.
You wrong both his worth and your bounty. I have heard much good of this young gentleman.
Aye, he hath a merry wit, in faith.
He's carried himself always generously.
Your lordship adviseth that. He hath carried many things very cleanly. I'll show your lordship my will. I keep it in an outlandish box. The horse and boy must have all, but though I love him, he'll ne'er find it as long as I live.
For your sake and his own deserving, I'll reserve a place for him nearest to my secrets.
Ah, I understand. Your lordship will make him your secretary. Now, I am like to leave your lordship to as mean a lodging, a hard-down bed, poor cambric sheets, a cloth tissue canopy, the curtains, indeed, were wrought in Venice, with the story of the prodigal child in silk and gold. Only the hogs were left out, you see, for spoiling the hanging curtain.
Oh, 'twas well prevented, sir.
Silken rest, harmonious slumber, and venereal dreams to your lordship.
The like too kind Sir Bounteous.
Oh, not to me, my lord. I'm old, past dreaming of such vanities.
Old men should dream best.
Oh, they should indeed. Tomorrow, your lordship shall see my cocks, my fish ponds, my champion ground. I keep champions in the house, should give your lordship some pleasure.
Oh, Sir Bounteous, you overwhelm me with delight.
Once more, a musical night, your lordship. I shall trouble you no more.
The like too kind Sir Bounteous.
Where be the visitors the masking suits?
In your lordship's portmanteau.
Come, the thought's ripe. To our business, lads. Though guilt condemns, 'tis guilt must make us glad. Now, grandsire, you that hold me at hard meat and keep me out of Days End, I'll fit you. All must be mine, he in his will confess. What I take then is but a borrowing of so much beforehand. I'll pay him back again when he dies in so much black. I'll have the church hung round with a noble pretty yard, or requite him in marble. Or, let him trap me in gold, and I'll let him in lead, quid pro quo. Let sires and grandsires keep us low. We must live while they're flesh, as well as when they're dust. Oh! Arthur at their business.
Thieves, thieves!
Gag that gaping rascal! If he's my grandsire, chief gentleman of the chain of gold, I'll have pity on him. How now, lads?
All sure and safe, yeah. Servants are all bound, sir. On with your business.
Oh, that's one care past said. Come, I'll lead you to the point and top my fortunes. Yon lodging is my grandsire.
So, on. Here's a captain worth the following, and what's worth man's love and admiring.
Unhand me, you vomit! Come! Oh, gentlemen! Can you be kind, gentlemen? What countrymen are you?
Lincolnshire men, sir.
I am glad of that, in faith.
And why should you be glad of that?
Oh, the honestest thieves all come out of Lincolnshire. They have a care for what they do. They'll rob a man with conscience and steal with tears in their eyes.
Money! Money! We come for money!
Is that all you've come for? Oh, what a beast I was to put my money out the other day. Pray, come again another time. What shrift shall I make for you, gentlemen?
Tut, sir, money!
Shh! Not so loud. You're too shrill, gentlemen. I have a lord lies inside, and I would not for the world his honor should be disquieted.
Who, my lord, know much? We took order with him beforehand. He lies loud about his bed and all his followers with him.
What, my lord? Bound, my lord? What means you to bind my lord? He could keep his bed well enough without binding. Oh, you have undone me then already. You need rob me no further.
Which is the key? Come.
Aha! I perceive you now. You are no true Lincolnshire spirit. You come rather out of Bedfordshire. Well, we cannot lie quiet in our beds for you. Take on, spur a free horse. My name's Sir Bounteous, so there should be a conscience there if one could hit upon it.
Bind him.
Is this your court of equity? Why should I be bound for mine own money? Nay, bind me, my lords. I have need of it. I have been too liberal tonight. No, take in my hand, sir, as hard as you list. I am too good to bear my lord company. Your honors have performed so well, I bid you all to dinner tomorrow night. I would have your companies in faith. Only pray, meddle not with my organs. You'll put them out of tune.
Oh no, here's better music, sir.
Oh,
for indeed nothing comes stiff from an old man but his money. And even well stand upon that, we have nothing to stand upon. Where's our portmanteau?
Here, bully captain.
In with the purchase to lie safe enough here under his nose, I warrant you. Is all sure?
All sure, Captain.
Well, you know what follows next. One villain must bind his fellows. Come, you must be all bound for own securities, rascals. There's no dallying upon the point. You can sink me. The Lord must be found bound in the morning with all his followers with him.
Oh, admirable spirit! But if we bind one another, how shall the last man be bound?
Pox on him, we'll have the footman skate.
That's I, thank you.
We must have one in the morning to unbind the night. We now arrive at the most ticklish point, to rob and take our ease, to be thieves and lie by it. Oh, look to it, lads. It concerns every man's gullet. I'll not have the jest spoiled, though it hazard a windpipe. I'll either go as a lord as I came, or be hanged as a thief as I am. That's my resolution.
Trough the match, Captain, of all hands.
Master Penitent Brothel.
What is it, sweet lady, that so seizes on thee with rapture and admiration?
A thought, a trick, to make you, sir, especially happy. And yet I myself forsake by it.
I would embrace that lady with such courage. I will not leave you on the losing hand.
I will give trust to you, sir, in the cause, then, why I raised you from your bed so soon, wherein I know sighs would not let you sleep. Thus, understanding. You love that woman, Master Harebrain's wife, which no invented means can crown with freedom for your desires and her own wish, but this, which in my slumbers did present itself.
I'm covetous, lady.
You know her husband, lingering and suspect, locks her from all society but mine.
Most true.
I only am admitted, yet hitherto that has done you no real happiness. By my admittance, I cannot perform that deed that should please you. You know. Wherefore, thus I've conveyed it. I'll counterfeit a fit of violent sickness.
Good.
Nay, 'tis not so good, by my faith, but to do you good.
And in that sense I called it. But take me with you, lady. Is it not probable enough to have a sickness so suddenly violent?
All the world knows women are soon down. We can be sick when we have a mind to it. Catch an ague with the wind of our fans, surf it upon the rump of a lark, and bestow 10 pound in physic upon it. We're likest ourselves when we're down. 'Tis the easiest art and cunning for our sex to counterfeit sick that are always full of fits when we are well. For since we were made for a weak, imperfect creature, we can fit that best that we are made for. I thus translated, and yourself slipped into the form of a physician.
I, a physician? Talk not on't, I beseech you. I shall shame the whole college.
But man, any quack-salving terms will serve for the purpose, for I am pitifully haunted with a brace of elder brothers, new perfumed in the thirst of their fortunes, and we shall see how forward their purses will be to the pleasing of my palate and the restoring of my health. Lay on load enough upon them, spare them not, for they're good plump fleshly asses and may well enough bear it. Let gold, amber, and dissolved pearl be common ingredients, and that you cannot compose a colors without them. Put but this cunningly in practice, and it shall be both sufficient recompense for all my pains in your love, and the readiest means to make Mistress Harebrain's way by the visiting of me to your mutual desired company.
I admire thee, kiss thee, and will constantly embrace it. Even by a miracle.
Oh, I would I had so. But I'll tell you, my poor geometrical footman, that nothing grieves me so much as that the barbarous thieves should lay violent hands upon my lord. Oh, the pining of my
that sleep-feeded part.
If I be not ashamed to look my lord in the face, then I'm a Saracen.
Who's that? Who's that?
What's that?
Who's that in the chamber?
I'm gonna answer to that in faith. Good morning, my lord. It is I.
Good morning, Sebastius. I would give you my hand, but I cannot come at it. Is this the courtesy of the country, Sebastius?
Your lordship grieves me more than all my loss. 'Tis the unnaturalest sight that can be found to see a noble gentleman hard bound.
Trust me, I had thought you had been better beloved, Sebastius. But I see now you have enemies, and your friends fare the worse for them. I had never spent a harder night in a bed of down. I had a mad night's rest on it. Would you know who they should be, Sebastius?
Lincolnshire men, my lord.
Oh, fie, believe it not. These lie not far off, I warrant you.
Thinks your lordship so?
I'll be burnt an they do. These are some that use your house and are familiar with the conveyances.
'Tis the commodity of keeping open house, my lord, that makes so many shut their doors about dinner time.
They were resolute villains. I told them what I was, made myself known to them, gave them my honorable word not to disclose them.
Oh, saucy, unmannerly villains.
Think you this lady to trust me upon my word?
They would not.
Forsooth, no.
Oh.
I told them I must pardon them, for they told me that a lord's promises are but mortal, and commonly die within half an hour after they are spoken. They were but gristles. Not one amongst 100 come to any full growth or perfection, and though I were a lord, I must enter into bond.
Insupportable rascals!
Pray pity not me, sir.
Pity your lordship, are you not sore about the brawn of the arm?
Oh, about this place, Cervantes?
Yes, sir. You feel as it were a twinge, my lord.
Aye, ain't a twinge, you say true.
Murder meat, them I feel it too.
But what disturbs me most, Cervantes, lies here.
Yes, about the wrist. A certain humid numbness.
You say true.
The reason for that, my lord, is the pulses had had no play.
Master, I guessed it.
It's a house haunted indeed.
A word with you, sir.
Oh, now, Singleton!
I'm sorry, my lord. Your lordship has lost.
What have I lost? Speak!
A good night's sleep, say.
Speak, what have I lost, I say?
A good night's sleep, my lord. Nothing else.
That's true. My clothes come.
My lord's clothes is almost rising.
Come hither, well said. Now, what have you lost? Tell me truly.
Well, your worship must know.
You must tell me.
It will do you no good.
I desire it, I say.
Well, since your worship needs know it, they have taken away a jewel in a blue silk ribbon worth a £100 price and some £200 royal.
That's some 300 total.
Your worship's much about it, sir.
Come, I'll make this whole again in so much money, but let not your lord know it.
Pardon me, Sebastius, but should it come to my lord's ears?
How should it come to his ears? Are you not my lord's chief man about him? And if you are, I trust you are not used to speak unless you are paid for it. And I would rather give you a counselor's double fee to hold your peace.
But there will be scarce time to tell it, sir. My lord will wait instantly.
He shall stay for dinner tonight. We will prevail with him so far. Aha! And now I'm reminded of a jest. I bid the horse and bees to dinner last night. Oh, I would I might have their companies in faith.
Then you will like to have no other guests, Sir Bounteous. If you have none but us, I'll give you that gift in faith.
Seek all guests, Master Hairbrain.
You're kindly welcome to my house, good Master Ines, and Master Possibility.
That's our presumption, sir.
Molly,
Here, sir.
call down my wife to welcome these two gentlemen, my friends.
I shall, sir.
I will observe her carriage and watch the slippery revolutions of her eye. I'll lie in wait for every glance she gives and poise her words in the balance of suspect. If she but swag, she's gone, either on this hand over familiar or this too neglectful. It does behoove her carry herself even.
But after Hairbrain.
True, I hear you, sir. What's you said?
I have not spoken yet, sir.
Right, so I say.
Is it not strange that in so short a time my Little Lady Goldman should be so violently handled.
Oh, sickness has no mercy, sir. It neither pities lady's lip nor eye. It crops the rose out of virgin's cheek, and so deflowers her that was ne'er deflowered. Fools then are maids to lock from men that treasure which death will pluck, and never yield them pleasure. Ah, gentlemen, though I shadow it, that sweet virgin sickness grieves me not lightly, for she was my wife's only delight and company. Did you not hear her, gentlemen, in the midst of her extremest fit, still how she called upon my wife, remembered still my wife, sweet Mistress Harebrain? When she sent for me, on the one side of her bed stood the physician, the scrivener the other, two horrible objects, but mere opposites in the course of their lives, for the scrivener binds folks, and the physician makes them loose.
But not loose of their bonds, sir.
Oh no, by my faith, sir, I say not so. For if the physician could make them loose of their bonds, there's many a one would take physic that dares not now for poisoning. But as I was telling you, her will was fashioning, wherein I found her best and richest jewel given as a legacy unto my wife. When I read that, I could not refrain from weeping. Well, of all others, my wife has most reason to visit her. And if she have any good nature in her, she'll show it there. Now, where's your mistress?
My mistress desires you and your gentlemen friends to hold her excused. She has a fit of an ague which has come upon her, which begins to shake her.
Where does it shake her most?
All over her body, sir.
Oh, shake all her body. 'Tis a saucy fit. I'm jealous of that ague. Pray walk in, gentlemen. I'll see you this.
Now they are gone, sir, 'tis no such thing.
What?
My mistress has her health, but 'tis her own suit to confine herself from the sight of all men, except her own dear self, sir. For since the sickness of that modest virgin, her only company, she desires none.
No, visit her again. Commend me to her. Tell her they're gone, and only I myself walk here to exchange a word with her.
I shall, sir.
Fool that I am, and madman beast! What worse? Suspicious o'er her that deserves the best opinion and the purest thought, the watchful o'er her that is her watch herself, to doubt her ways that looks too narrowly into her own defense. I, foolish fearful, have often rudely out of giddy flames barred her those objects which she shuns herself. Thrice I've had proof of her most constant temper. Come I at unawares by stealth upon her, I find her circled in with divine writs of heavenly meditations. Here and there, chapters with leaves tucked up, which, when I see, they tax either pride or adultery. Let me curse myself that could be jealous o'er her whose mind no sin can make rebellious. And here the unmatched comes. Now, wife, a faith they're gone. See how fearful 'tis. Will not you credit me? They're gone, a faith. Well, think you I'll betray you? Come. Thy delight in mine, thy only virtuous friend, thy sweet instructress is grievous sick, violently taken. Which is worse, she mends not.
Her friends are sorry for that, sir.
She calls still upon me, poor soul, remembers thee still in her breath. Where is Mistress Harebrain, says she.
Alas, kind soul.
Oh, she made me weep thrice. She has put thee in a jewel in her will.
Even to the last gasp, a kind soul.
Take my man, go visit her.
Pray pardon me, sir. Alas, my visitation cannot help her.
Still you hold the same rare temper? Take my man, I say.
I would not take your man, sir, though I did purpose going.
No, thy reason?
The world's condition is itself so vile, sir. 'Tis apt to judge the worst of those deserve not. 'Tis an ill-thinking age, and does apply to all the form of its own luxury. This censure flies from one, that from another. That man's her squire, he says, her pimp the other. She's of the stamp the third. Fourth, I have known her. I've heard this, not without a burning cheek, and that our attires are taxed. A very gait is called into question, where a husband's presence scatters such thoughts, or makes them sink for fear into the hearts that breathe them. Nay, surely if I went, sir, I would entreat your company.
Mine, prithee, wife, I've been there already.
That's all one. Although you would but bring me to the door, I would entreat no farther.
Why, all right then. I shall bring thee thither then, but not go up, I swear.
In faith, you shall not. I do not desire it.
Why then content?
Give me your hand, you shall do so, sir.
Why, there's my lip, I will.
Why then I go, sir.
With me or no man, incomparable such a woman.
lady.
What news?
There's one Sir Bounty's Progress, newly alighted from his footcloth, while his mare waits at the door, as the fashion is.
Slit is the knight that privately maintains me. A little short, old, spiny gentleman in a great doublet.
The same, I know.
He's my sole revenue. Meat, drink, and raiment. My good physician, work upon him. I'm weak.
Enough.
Where be these ladies, these plump, soft, delicate creatures,
Who would you visit, sir?
Who? Visit? Who are you with a plague in your mouth?
A physician, sir.
Physician? Then you are a loose liver, sir. I put you to your purgation.
But you need none. You're purged in a worse fashion.
Oh, Sir Bounteous.
Well, who's here?
Oh, sweet Sir Bounteous.
Oh, what an alterations here! Here is a sight able to make an old man shrink. I was lusty when I came in, but I am down now. Mortality! Here is a sight that puts me in mind of a hole 7 feet deep. My grave! My grave! How now, wench? How doth?
Weak knight.
She says true, for he is a weak knight indeed.
Doctor, a word with you.
Sir.
'Tis not the plague, is it?
The plague, sir? No.
Good.
He never asks.
Wench.
All parts alike, sir.
She says true still, for it holds her in none.
In thine ear. I fear thou art breeding of young bones. I think I have got thee with child.
I fear that much, sir.
If it were so, a young progress when all's done.
You have done your goodwill, sir.
'Tis but a servant of Venus, and though I be old, I have given it to you. Since I had the power to make thee ill, I'll have the purse to make thee whole again. Doctor!
Sir!
What is it you minister to her, sir? Pray tell me.
Ah, sir, some precious cordial, some costly refolication, a composure comfortable and restorative.
Aye, that.
I give her some Ossi de Massy, Ossi de Cori, and Cinnamoni. Unicorn's horn, 6 grams, Magisterium, Polarium, and some cord of clear amber. Ossi de Cord's curry, half a scruple, and Aurum portabilier, or his tincture.
Very precious, sir.
All of which is finely cortuned or mixed in a stone or glass mold with spirit of diamber.
Pray be you patient, sir.
Impossible. I cannot be patient and physician too, sir.
That's true, sir. Well, now, wench, be of good cheer. There's gold for thee. Doctor, let her want for nothing. A poor kinswoman of mine, nature binds me to have a care for her. Keep up good spirit, wench. The fit shall pass. 'Tis but a surfeit of bristles. Oh, I have fitted her indeed. An old knight and a cock at the game still. I have not spurs for nothing, I see. Well, gather up good spirit, wench. Doctor, again, let her want for nothing. I've given her enough already.
Is he gone?
He's like himself, gone.
Well, here's somewhat to set out with. How soon he took occasion to slip into his own flattery, soothing his own defects. He only fears he has done that deed which I ne'er feared to come from him in my life.
His new heir, sons and heirs.
They're welcome. They bring money.
I come to you, gentlemen.
Master Doctor, how does she now?
Faith, much after one fashion, sir.
There's hope in life, sir.
I see no signs of death in her.
Well, that's some comfort. Will she take anything yet?
Yes, she takes still. She has a kind of facility in taking. How came your band bloody, sir?
Oh,
You may see I met with the scabs, sir.
Ah, Scabarium diversa genera. As Pliny reports, we have a diverse kind of scabs.
Pray, let's hear 'em, sir.
You have your itching scab, that is your harlot, your sore scab, your usurer, your running scab, your promoter, and a broad scab, your intelligencer. But a white scab, that is a bald knave and a panderer. But to speak truth, the only scabs that we are bothered with nowadays are new officers.
Ha! Why, now you come to mind, sir. For I'll be sworn one of them was very busy about my head this morning, and he should be a scab by that, for they are ambitious scent of it. The head.
Why, you saw I derive them, sir.
You physicians are that gentleman.
We physicians see the most sights of any men living.
That you do, faith, sir.
Lady, how cheer you now?
Oh, the same woman still.
Well, that's not good.
A little alteration. 5. You have been too lavish, gentlemen.
Talk not of that, lady. Thy health's worth $1,000,000. Here, Master Doctor. Spare for no cost.
Look what you find there, sir.
What do you mean? Put up, oh, you see I'm down and cannot strive with you. I should rule you else. You have me at advantage. But if ever I live, I will requite it deeply.
Tut! And come to that once. We'll requite ourselves well enough.
Mistress Harebrained Lady is setting forth to visit you too.
There struck the minute that gave forth all the birth of my joys and wishes. But see the jar now, how shall I rid these of her?
Pray, gentlemen, stay not above an hour from my sight.
So what way not going, lady?
'Twill not do, they'll stick by it. Gentlemen, a word with you.
What says Master Doctor?
The lady is wanting of settling her sense with rest. 1 hour's sleep will set all her parts in tune.
He says true, faith.
Get her to bed, Master Doctor. We'll both sit here and watch by.
Hell watch him, no art can prevail with him.
Master Doctor! Master Doctor!
Here, lady.
Oh, your physic works. Lend me your hand.
Let me admire thee. Wit of man wanes and decreases soon, yet women's wit is ever at full moon. There shot a star from heaven. I dare not yet behold my happiness. The glorious splendor is so piercing.
Mistress Harebrained, give my wit thanks hereafter. Your wishes are in sight, your opportunities spacious.
Will you hear a word from me?
What?
My husband himself brought me to the door, walks below for my return. Jealousy is prick-eared and will hear the wagging of a hair.
You're a faint liver. Go. Trust yourself with your pleasure and me with your security. Go.
To the fullness of my wish,
Of my desire.
beyond this sphere I will never aspire.
All listen now the flesh draws nigh her end. At such times, women exchange their secrets and ransack the close corners of their hearts. What many years hath whelmed, this hour imparts.
Pray, sit you down. There's a low stool, good Mistress Harebrained. This was kindly done. Pray, give me your hand. Alas, how cold you are. Even so is our husband, that worthy, wise gentleman. As comfortable a man to woman in my case as ever trod. Shoe leather. Love him, honor him, stick by him. He lets you want nothing that's fit for a woman. And to be sure on it, he'll see himself that you want it not.
And so I do, a faith, 'tis right, I do.
You live a lady's life with him. Go where you will, ride when you will, do what you will.
Not so neither. She's better looked to.
I know you do. You need not tell me that. But for even pity of your life, if ever you should wrong such an innocent gentleman. Fine, Mistress Hare.
shows her good nature already.
Still weeping! Fie! What do you mean? Woman of shame, leave! She cannot answer me for sobbing!
All this does her good. Sure, my heart and I pity her. I'll let her shed tears till morning. I'll stay here for her. She shall have enough on it by my good will. I'll not be her hindrance. She may escape it.
Lies about my heart, much.
I'm sorry for that, Faith. She'll hardly escape it.
Oh, no! I had a very comfortable stool this morning.
I'm glad of that, Faith. That's a good sign. I smell she'll escape it now.
Will you be going then?
All right, she's coming.
Pray commend me to the good gentleman, your husband.
I could do that myself now.
At 3 days' end, my husband takes a journey.
Oh, thence I derive a second meaning.
May it prosper still. Till then I rest captive to his will. Once again, health, rest, and strength to thee, sweet lady. Farewell, you witty squaw. Good master doctor, have a care to her body if you stand her friend. I know you can do her good.
Farewell, sweet Mistress Harebrained.
Welcome, sweet wife. A light upon my bed. Never was an hour spent better.
Why, were you within hearing, sir?
Aye, that I was, a Faith, to my great comfort. I deceived you there, wife. Now, I do entreat thee, nay, conjure thee, wife, upon my love, or what can be more said, oftener to visit this sick, virtuous maid.
Be not so fierce. Your will shall be obeyed.
Why, then I see thou lovest me.
Art of ladies, when plots hang their heads and are eaten past hope, was set with a woman's hand. They thrive and spread.
Was the plot not well managed? Did it want neither life or art?
For so well, Captain, I would you could make another such adventure.
I am sure my grandsire ne'er got his money worse in his life than we got it from him. If ever he did cozen the simple, why I was born to revenge their quarrel. If ever oppressed the widow, then I, a fatherless child, have done much for him. And so 'tis through the world, neither jest or earnest. And here lies a jest, poor sons. My grandsire, thinking that in his conscience that we had not robbed him enough o'ernight, must needs pity me in the morning and give me the rest.
300 fair nobles, I protest.
I knew he could not sleep quietly till he had paid us for robbing of him too. 'Tis his humor, and the humor of much rich men in the course of their lives. For you know they are always feasting those mouths that are least needy, and giving them more that have too much already. And what call you that but robbing themselves of a courtier way? Oh!
Taunts me, how now, Captain?
A cold fit that comes over my memory and has a shrew pull at my fortunes.
How so?
Is it for certain, Malvern, that my grandsire keeps an uncertain creature a whore?
Aye, 'tis too true, sir.
So much the worse for me. I shall hop shorter by that trick. She carries away the third at least when all's done. In faith, nay, I have known a vicious, thought-acting father, damned only in his dreams, thirsting for game when his best parts hung down their heads for shame. When their best parts hung down their head for shame. And the blanched heartlet dispossesses his son and makes the pox his heir. How hadst thou first knowledge on it, Malvern?
Faith through discourse, yet all the policy I could use, I could not get her name.
Dull slave that ne'er could spy it.
But the manner of her coming was described to me.
How is the manner, prithee?
Now she comes, sir, most commonly coached.
Well, most commonly coached indeed, for coaches are as common nowadays as some that ride them.
Yea, and there I left her guarded by a leash of pimps.
Beside the coachman?
'Tis too true, and alighting she's then privately received by Master Gunwater.
Well, that's my grandsire's chief gentleman of the chain of gold, but he should live to be a pander and look upon his chain and his velvet jacket.
Now, then your grandsire is rounded in the ear and given the key in the Italian fashion, backwards. Then she is closely conveyed into his closet, where she remains until opportunity smile upon his credit, or is sent down for some hot caudle to take order in his performance.
Oh, peace is my own in faith. I have it.
How now, Captain?
Give me scope and hear me. I begot the means that will both furnish me and make the whore walk under his conceit.
Well, with double happiness to put yourself into favor and her out of money.
And all at one dealings.
But I long to see that hand played.
And you shall see it quickly, if faith. Malward, if I mistook not in my entrance, there hangs the lower part of a gentlewoman's gown. Bring this way.
But prithee, what wilt thou do with the gentlewoman's lower part?
Why, use it.
You have answered me in that, I can demand no farther.
Come, come, you will see a woman quickly made up here.
Well, that goes against kind, sir, for they always along making ready.
Is not most they do against kind, Malworm. Over with it, Malworm, over with it, as long as you live, but a woman's clothes over her head. Cupid plays best at blind man's bluff. Okay.
You shall have your trick, sir. You're as mad as a piece of clay.
Clay? Just call that Captain Clay.
Well, what shift will you pull for the upper half?
Well, I see thou art an ass. I'm ready.
Ready?
Well, I should need a few locks behind. You should go find them out for me. And wrap them about my hatband. Go find them out. You will see, we'll be in fashion to a hair.
I'll swear for it, Captain.
Yes, you will.
All right.
But where shall I find two pimps now? But I cannot choose amiss amongst you, that's the best. Well, as I am a whore, you're best have a care of me, and guard me sure, 'tis a monkey-tailed age.
Oh, fear not us, Captain. There's none but here can fight for a whore as well as some inns of court.
Why forward then, and as you scorn a 2-penny brothel or a 12-penny panderism, guard me sure from bawdy's cribs and bony scribes.
Read that place again. Adultery, that draws the divorce twixt heaven and the soul. Accursed be the man that stands divorced from heaven. Thou wretched unthrift, thou hast played away thy eternal portion at a moment's game. To please the flesh hast blotted out thy name. Where were thy nobler meditations busy, that they darest trust this body with itself, this natural drunkard that undoes us all? Then my blood shall pay for it, and vex and boil. Nay, I that knew the price of life and sin, to dote on weakness, slime, corruption, women. In 3 days, the next meeting's fixed. If I go, sin and my soul be mixed. Sin's hate is the best gift that sin can bestow. I'll ne'er embrace her more. Bear witness! Never, never embrace her more. Celestial soldiers guard me.
How now, man? Alas, did the quickness of my presence fright thee?
Shield me, you ministers of faith and grace!
Leave, man. Are you not ashamed to use such words to a woman?
Woman, thou art a devil!
A devil? Feel, man. Has a devil flesh and bone?
I do conjure thee by that dreadful power.
The man has a delight to make me tremble. Was I enticed for this? To be so soon rejected? Come, what has changed thee so?
Do the way!
Arouse thy amorous thoughts, entwine me. Shall we let slip this mutual hour? Art a man, a love, and know not how to use one? Come, I'll teach thee.
Leave my sight!
Once so firm and now so hollow, one was placed in season sweeter. Where's thy courage, youth, and vigor? Seize me then with veins most cheerful. 'Tis but fit. Come. Drink it away. Women love no flesh that's fearful.
Torment me not! I do conjure thee once again by the dreadful power to leave this chamber free from my damned heart!
I have heard sinners. What should I think? Why, Prudence! My Prudence!
Sir! Oh no. What has disturbed you, sir?
It's a qualm! Is Mistress Harebrain gone?
Who, sir? Mistress Harebrain?
Is she gone, I say?
Gone? Why, she was never here, sir.
No?
Why? No, sir.
Are sure on it?
Sure on it. If I be sure I breathe, and I myself.
I like it not. Where keeps thou?
In the next room, sir.
Why didn't she snuck by you?
You'd make one mad, sir, that a gentlewoman should sneak by me and I not here. But when they hear the ruffling of their bums almost an hour before we see them.
I will be satisfied. At what hazard? What though her husband meet me? I am honest. When men's intents are wicked, their guilt haunts them. But when they're honest, they're armed, and nothing daunts them.
What strange humor call you this? He dreams of women with both his eyes broad open.
Who's that knocks?
A friend!
What is your will, sir?
Is Master Harebrain at home?
No, newly gone from it, sir.
What of the gentlewoman, his wife?
My mistress is within, sir.
When came she in, I pray?
My mistress? My mistress has not been out these 2 days to my knowledge.
No, I thought I'd seen her. Pray, I beg a word with her.
I'll tell her so, sir.
Thank you. Worse, worse.
Why, how now, sir? 'Twas desperately adventured. I little looked for you until tomorrow.
No? Why then, what made you at my chamber even now?
I at your chamber, sir?
Come, dissemble not, you were there.
By my life, you wrong me, sir.
What?
First, you are not ignorant of what watch keeps over me. And for your chamber, as I live, I know it not.
Then burst into sorrow and grief's extremes whilst I beat on this flesh.
What is it disturbs you, sir?
Then it was the devil in your likeness there. The devil assumed thee formerly. That face, that voice, that gesture.
Mercy, defend me.
The cunning succubus, to beguile me more, laid my vows before me, urged me, gave me private marks of all our love, and had not worthier cogitations prevailed, thy form and his enticements possessed me.
What shall become of me?
Be honest, and the devil will ne'er assume thee. He quakes at a constant mind, as looser flesh quakes at him. But forgive me, Mistress Harebrain, on whose soul the guilt lies double, thy enticement and my lust. What knows the lecher when he clips his whore, whether it be the devil his parts adore? Hot zeal into hot lust is now transformed. Nothing but our virtue knows a mean. Live happy, live honest, keep thy vows. She's part of virtue that but one man knows. Embrace thy husband, and beside him none. Having but one heart, give it but to one.
I bowed on my knees, with tears true red. No man shall ever wrong my husband's bed.
Rise! I'm thy friend forever.
And I thine. Well, let me embrace thee, whom I will love even next into my soul, and that's my wife. Two dear rare gems this hour presents me with, a wife that's modest and a friend that's right.
Happy inward peace crown both your choice.
Thanks above utterance to you. Now, what news?
Sir Bounteous Progress, sir, invites you and my mistress to a feast on Tuesday next. His man attends without.
I return both our willingness and our thanks. I will entreat thee, sir, to be our guest.
Who, I?
Faith you shall. A friend so rare, I'll sooner part from life.
missed you. Is she come?
She's come.
Ha! Recovered well and sound again?
That's to be feared, sir.
Ah, you hogs in Gunwater. Here, take this key. You know what duties belong to it. Send for the colors. Have a good fire built in the magic chamber.
I know my office, sir.
An old man's gunnery is very changeable. As much cookery belongs to it.
Come, lady. Do you know where you are?
Yes, good master Gunwater.
This is the old closet, you know.
I remember it well, sir.
There stands a casket. Oh, I wouldn't mind yearly revenue or worth the wealth locked in it, lady. And I have £50 a year wench.
Beside your apparel, sir?
Yes,
But you reckon your chain, sir?
oh no, by my troth do I not. Faith in you, consider me rightly, sweet lady. You might admit a choice gentleman to your service.
Oh, pray away, sir.
Pshaw, come. You do but hinder your fortunes as babe. Why, I have command of all the house. And I can tell you, nothing comes into the kitchen that comes from my hands.
Pray do not handle me, sir.
Faith, you are too nice, sweet lady. As for my secrecy, you know I have often vowed it to you.
Vowed it? No, you better. Fickle.
Fickle. Oh, support, bind me, lady.
Why, I bind you by virtue of this chain. To meet me tomorrow between 9 and 10 by the Flower de Luce.
If I do not, sweet lady, let me lose it. Thy love and my best fortunes.
Like I try you, go too.
Farewell, sweet lady.
Welcome, sweet coxcomb. By my faith, a good induction. I perceive by his overworn phrase and his action toward the middle region, there has yet been some saucy nibbling motion. And no doubt the cunning whore waited but for her prey. I think 'tis better bestowed upon me for his soul's health and his body's too. I'll teach a slave to be so bold yet as to once vault into his master's saddle with faith. Now, casket, by your leave. Now, a gentlewoman of very good parts. Diamond, ruby, sapphire. Grandsire, you may thank your drat for this. Fie, in your crinkling days, grandsire, to keep a courtesan to hinder your grandchild. 'Tis against nature of faith. I hope you'll be weary on it. Now to my villains who lurk close below, who keeps a harlot, tell him this from me. 'Tis he needs nor thief, disease, nor enemy.
Ah, now, wench. Meet me presently in my chamber. Ah, sirrah. Now I feel myself rather well roasted, bombasted, rubbed and refreshed. But I can't help but think how soon sickness has altered her to my taste. I gave her a kiss just now at the bottom of the stairs, and methought her breath had much ado to be sweet, like something compounded methought of beer, wine, and tobacco. I tasted much pudding in it. It may be but my fancy or her physic. This I know, her health gave such content, the fault lies in her sickness, or my scent. How now, wench? How not? Oh, what's this? My casket open? Broke open? My jewel missing? Gunwater!
Anon, anon.
Come hither, Gunwater!
Those were swift manners and faith, sir. I find a time anon your worship's busy yet.
Why, Gunwater!
No, oh nay, and you'll make me blush in faith, sir.
Where's this vile creature?
What creature sir?
That vile whore, sir! Where did I put her, rascal?
Your recreations?
My execration, sir!
Well, I was wont in your worship's closet.
Oh, it's good finally that it's true. See you this casket, sir!
My chain! My chain! My one and only chain!
Now runs to much purpose now, eh, Gumwater? It is not a whore enough to answer for that she should join a thief to it. A thieving whore. I am done with her. But 'tis a sign she has been signally that she is so much worse than she was. I would have poured my credit for her. Did she lack anything? Was she not well supplied? Nay, and liberally. For that's an old man's sin. We feast our lechery and yet starve our king. Am I not so bounteous? Am I not there expressed? Oh, fie! I can hardly bear it. This must slip or sleep. I will dissemble it, because my credit must not lose its luster. But as I live, I'll neither love nor trust her. I have done with her, faith.
What's so coy, so strange? Come.
Pray, change your opinion, sir. I am not for that use.
Will you but hear me?
I shall hear, that I would not.
Foot, this is strange. I've seldom seen a wench stand upon stricter points. She will not endure to be courted. Does she e'er think to prosper? 'Twere mad part of me, now to turn over. If ever there were hope on it, 'tis at this instant. Shall I be madder now than ever I have been? I'm in the way of faith. Man's never at high height of madness full till he love and prove a woman's gull. Oh, I do protest in earnest, I ne'er knew at which end to begin to affect a woman till this bewitching minute. I ne'er saw face worth mine objects till mine eyes met hers. Oh, I should laugh if I were caught in faith. I'll see her again, that's certain, whate'er come on it. Oh, by my favor, lady.
You're welcome, sir.
Know you the gentlewoman that went in there lately?
I have the best cause to know her. I love others, sir.
Oh, in good time. I like her well. She's a pretty, contrived beauty.
Nature has done her part.
But she has one uncomely quality.
What's that, sir?
It's a foot. She's afraid of a man.
Oh, alas, impute that to her bashful spirit. She's fearful of her honor.
Of her honor? Oh, why, I'm sure I cannot get her maidenhead with breathing upon it, or can she lose her honor with her tongue?
True, and I have often told her so, but what would you have of a foolish virgin, sir? A willful virgin. I tell you, I need not be in the solitary estate that I am now, had she had the grace and boldness to put herself forward, but always timorous, always backward. All that same peevish honor of hers has undone her and me, good gentlemen. The suitors, the jewels, the jointures that have been given to her. I say we've been made women forever, but what was our fashion? She could not endure the sight of a man, but run and hole herself presently. So choice of her honor, I'm persuaded that whenever she does have a husband, she'll be a precedent for all married wives, how to direct their actions and their lives.
Well, have you so much command over her to command her presence here?
You shall see straight what I can do.
Oh, would I were but hanged upon my love does not grow for her deeper and deeper. Those bashful maiden humors do take me prisoner. Oh, give me a woman as she was made at first, simple of herself, without sophistication, like this wench. I cannot abide when they have the tricks and set speeches and artful entertainments. No, if ever I love or anything move me, 'twill be a woman's simple modesty.
Pray let me go. My mother, what do you mean? I beseech you, mother. Is this your conquest now? Great glory 'tis to overcome a poor and silly virgin.
The wonder of our time sits in that brow. I ne'er saw a perfect maid till now.
Hark you there. Why doth thou turn aside? Look, fearful fool. Art thou not ashamed? There's no temptation near thee. Look, the gentleman means no other but honest and pure love to thee.
By my favor, lady.
What say you now? Has the gentleman answered you? Are you resolved now better of men's hearts, their faiths, and their affections? Men love as purely as you can be chaste. Marry yourself, sir. The way is broke before you. You have the easier passage.
Fear not. Come, erect thy happy graces in thy look. I'm no curious wooer. By my faith, I love thee honorably.
How mean you that, sir?
Well, as one loves a woman for a wife.
Nay, daughter, he says true.
Oh, I do confess it truly to you both, that my estate is yet but sickly, but I have a grandsire whose death will make me lord of thousands.
I know your grandsire well. She knows him better.
Then you know no fiction, then. My estate will be a long day's journey above the waste, wench.
Has the gentleman answered you true? Ah, 'twill be a merry journey.
Well, is it a match? If it be, clasp hands and lips.
Yes, down, there's witness upon it.
Oh, I salute you, mother.
Oh, thanks, sweet son. Son, follow, come hither. If I might counsel thee, we'll take her with the good news upon her, send for a priest, and have it clapped up within the hour.
When my troth agreed, mother.
You were to serve. Well, if all consist in her flesh, though beauty be enough wealth for a woman, she brings a dowry of 300 pounds with her.
Oh, that will serve till my grandsire dies. He'll fall away the drop of the leaf. If he reach old Hollentine, I'll be hanged.
Oh, son, he's a lusty old gentleman.
Oh, Box, he is given to women. He keeps a whore.
Oh,
do not tell my wife on it. My grandsire keeps a feast on the 11th of this month, Tuesday next, and there'll be players there. I have one more jest to put upon him. My wife and yourself shall go forward before me as my guests and prove his entertainment. I'll meet you there at night. But the jest will be this. The feast that he makes will, unknown to him, serve fitly for our wedding dinner. We shall be royally furnished.
An excellent course and a thrifty. Methinks you begin to thrive even before you're married.
Oh, we'll thrive soon enough, wench, and clip enough. Between our hopes is but a grandsire's puff.
So, girl, here is a bird well caught.
If ever, here. But what for his grandsire, 'twill scarce please him well.
Who covets fruit never perish from whence it fell. Thou hast wedded youth and strength, and wealth will fall. At last thou art made on it.
And that's worth all.
Have a care, brew coats. Bestir yourself, master, come water. Cast an eye into the kitchen. Every lack has his friend today. This cousin and that cousin puts in for a dish of meat. A man knows not till he feasts how many varlets he feeds. Acquaintances swarm in from the corners like flies at Bartleby tide that come up with drovers. Sfoot! Methinks they can smell my kitchen from 7 miles about. Ah, Master Hairbrain and his sweet pedo. You are most copiously welcome.
Sir, here's a very special dear friend of ours. We were bold to make his way to your table.
Ah, we thank your boldness, sir. Is this your friend?
Both my wife's friend and mine, sir.
Why then, companions, sir, you also are welcome.
I thank you, sir.
Step in, step in. There's a good fire in the hall. You shall have my sweet presence instantly.
Aye, good sir, come.
You shall indeed. How now, what news brings thee stumbling in?
We are certain players who have come to town, sir, who desire to interlude before your worship.
Players? Oh, by the mass, you are welcome. They'll grace my entertainment well. But as for certain players, there he lies, for they were therefore uncertain in their lives. Now up, now down, they know not when to play, nor where to play, nor what to play. They know not when to play for critical fools, nor where to play for Puritan fools, nor what to play for fearful fools. How fitly the Horsens come upon the feast. I was even wishing for them. Welcome, my friends, welcome.
Gotta snowball like him.
The month of May delights not in her flowers more than we joy in thy sweet sight of yours.
Well acted upon, my friend. I perceive he is your best actor.
He has the greatest share, sir.
Keep on your hat, sir. Wealth must be respected. The day that hath least feathers stand bare. And whom do you serve, my lord? Keep on your hat still.
We serve my lord, oh much, sir.
My lord, oh much. Oh, serve my lord, oh much. Oh, the welcomest man alive. Give me all your I made him a very good feast. I never saw a man of honor bear things bravely away. Serve my lord so much by my troth, you are welcome. Some wine for my lord's players. Where be your boys?
They come along with the wagon, sir.
Good. And what play shall we have, my lords?
'Tis a pleasant, witty comedy, sir.
Aye, a comedy that I, my guests, may laugh a little. Pretty sir, what is the name of the comedy?
'Tis called The Slip.
Oh, the Slip. By my troth, a merry name and a glib one. Go to, and slip into it as fast as you can. This will be a true feast, a right mitre supper, a plain all. More lights! I call for more lights, and here come two, light enough for a whole room. There's the thief to look me in the face. Oh, impudent times. I will dissemble.
Bless you, Sir Valdius.
Welcome, thief, whore, and bawd. What are the more three?
Nay, here's what two of us.
By my troth, I took her for a couple. I'd have sworn there were two faces there.
My daughter is a couple. She was married yesterday.
Oh, married. Oh, he cannot be but a rascal. Go in, bold guests that come unsent for. Soft, I perceive where my jewels went now to grace her marriage.
Will you with me, sir?
How is it, wench? You put the slip upon me not 3 nights since. I term it gently, I name it neither pilfer, cheat, nor shot.
You're past my reach.
I'm owed and past your reach, 'tis true, but you will not deny this, I trust.
With a safe conscience, sir.
Let me see thy hand. Aha! Away! I am done with you.
Sir, you ne'er yet begun with me.
Audacious age! She denies me and all, when on her finger I spy the ruby sit that did betray her, and blushes for the fact. There's time for this. All's for entertainment now. Feast, mirth, harmony, and a jovial season indeed. Are you ready, sir?
Keen upon readiness, sir. Well, we could do all for the life of action, sir, both for the credit of your worship's house and the grace of our comedy.
You must stand there. What is it you wish?
And for some defects, as the custom is, we should be so bold as to require your worship's assistance.
With all my heart. What need you?
One's a chain for a justice's hat, sir.
Here, you whoreson. Will this serve your turn?
We should use a ring with a stone in it.
Nay. Talk not to me of rings. I have lost too many rings already. But make this jewel serve for one. Now, have you all, sir?
Oh, now, sir, only time comes in the middle of the play. We should require your worship's watch time.
My watch? Well, with all my heart, but give time a charge that he not be fiddling with it,
Oh, you ne'er shall spy that, sir.
Well, now you are well furnished, sir. Away.
Eat as fast as I can, sir. I'll set my fellows going first. They must have time and leisure, or they'll dull out. I'll stay and speak a prologue, and yet or take them. I cannot have conscience to go away and not speak a word to him. My grandsire's given me 3 shares here. Sure, I'll do somewhat for him.
More lights, more stools, sit. The play's beginning.
Have you players here, Sir Bounteous?
We do, sir. Fine, noble comedians. Proper actors, most of them.
Whose player are they, sir?
That's their credit, sir. They serve a right popular gentleman, my lord Much.
How was the comedy called, Sir Bounteous?
Merry, sir, the slip.
The Slip.
And now I see the prologue begins to slip into it. Ha!
Tis so indeed, Sir Bounteous.
We sing of wandering knights, let them betide, who nor in one place nor shape abide. They're here now, and anon no scout can reach 'em.
being every man well horsed like a bold beecham. The play we present, no fault shall meet, but what he says 'tis short, we'll say 'tis sweet. 'Tis given much to dumb shows, which some praise, and like the term, delights much in delays. So to conclude and give the name her due, the play being called The Slip, I vanish too.
Excellently well acted, and nimble conceit.
The prologue's pretty, I think. Aye, and went off well, too.
Aye, that's best when it goes off well.
My troth, if I were not married, I'd find in my heart to fall in love with that player there.
Well, be these fools. Methinks they stay very long.
You must bear a little, sir.
A pox of such fortune! The plot's betrayed, all will come out. Yonder they come, brought back by a constable. Well, I was such ashamed to keep society with such coxcombs. What's to be done? My wife here and all. Oh, pox. My light. Oh, happily thought upon the chain. Oh, invention me stick to this once, and fail me ever again hereafter.
I'm saying, where be these knaves? Ah, there you are, sir. I think it's time. I was even second for you.
How noodly he walks. What plays he?
Ah, a justice by my credit. I know by the chain he wears there. A justice.
Unfortunate justice.
Ah!
My kin unfortunate. My nephew comes here upon suspicion, brought before thee by a constable and his vile fellows with him. Disguised so, none knows him but myself. And twice have I released him from officers' fangs, but let him look to it. My conscience can permit but one wink more.
Oh, nay, shall we take justice winking?
For this time I have begot the means to work thy freedom. And though, being so my kin, would much besmear my name if law would seize him, so I must lean towards danger than to shame. Thank you, good neighbors. Let me alone with them now.
So who's yonder? Dare you stand there?
Polly went. Hello, constable. What news with thee? May it please your worship, here are a company of auspicious fellows.
Oh, to me? No. Turn to the justice, you horse and hobby horse. This is some new actor. They put all the fools in the constable's part still.
What's the matter, constable? What's the matter? I have nothing to say to your worship. They're all riding away on horseback, and it please your worship.
Pox of all that is still again. They could not ride a foot unless it were in a bawdy house.
The ostler told me they were all unstable fellows, sir. Ha! Why, sure, this fellow's drunk!
We spied that weakness in him long ago, sir. Your worship must bear with him the man's much seen, for only in respect of his office did we obey him both to appear conformable to the law and clear of all offense. For I protest, he must bound us now on horseback.
As I have a soul, that's all, and all he can lay to us.
In faith, you are all not riding away, then?
But being on horseback, that must be spell.
Why, true, sir.
Ah, well said, Justice. He helps skins me well.
Why, sirrah, do you to bring gentlemen before us for riding away? What, would you have them stand still while they're up? Are your wits steeped? I'll make an example of you out of all dizzy constables. How they abuse justice! Why, abuse by
rises when he gapes and says nothing. Everything else is there to me like an ass. But I knew they are riding away, you horse and coxcomb. They may ride with me.
What should pass all this while? Methinks some should come by and pity the constable?
You speak truth, sir. Go, call these knaves away. Methinks they have forgot themselves. They're in a wood, I believe. It's high. The constable says they're in a wood.
Methinks longer times about this.
Now, when be there?
Alas, and it please your worship, there's not one to be found.
What says the maid?
Neither horse nor man, sir.
Body of me, thou liest.
Not a hair of either, sir.
How now, Sir Bounteous?
Cheated and defeated! Ungag that rascal! I'll hang him for his fellows. Now I'll make him call it out. Go to him.
Did I not tell of your worship of this before? Brought them before you for suspected persons. Stayed him at Townsend upon warning given. Made signs till my jawbone aches. Your worship would not hear me. Called me an ass, and saving your worship's presence, laughed at me. Huh? I begin to taste it.
By your leave. Are you not the constable in the comedy?
In the comedy? I am the constable of the Commonwealth! Sir!
I am gulled in faith! I am gulled! When was thou chose?
On Thursday last, sir.
Oh, pox go with it, there it goes!
I've seldom heard jest match.
Nor I, I think.
Gentlemen, may I entreat a courtesy?
What is it, sir?
Do not laugh at me 7 years hence.
Oh, why then we should betray and laugh at ourselves, for, by my troth, none were here but were deceived.
There's some comfort in that. I commend their wits. It was very neatly carried. To have us sit here and make asses of us while we laugh only at ourselves.
Why, they were some counterfeit rogues, sir.
No, but they confessed as much, sir. They said they'd pay the slip. They should be men of their words. I trust the justice will have more conscience than to ride away with a gold chain with 100 mark.
What, sir?
Aye, a chain. And beside that, a jewel, and a jewel's fellow, a good fair watch.
Foot, what did you mean, sir?
Methinks my lord O'Much's players will not scorn me so as to ride off with them. They will bring all again. This is but a jest, certainly.
Pray, grandsire, give me your blessing.
Son, Follywig. Oh, rise, richer by a blessing.
Well, thanks, good grandsire. I was bold to bring these gentlemen, my friends.
Oh, well, then they are all welcome. Yes, I'll greet you, my guests, and I'll be dead. Hello.
Is our marriage known?
Not a word yet.
The better.
I would you had come sooner with these gentlemen, son.
Why, sir?
We had a play.
A play, sir? No!
Yes, in faith. A pox on the author.
Why? Were they such vile ones, sir?
I am sure villainous ones, sir.
Some raw, simple fools.
Nay, these be enough for foolish knaves.
What then?
Did you not see them? You could not help but meet them on your way.
We saw a company with hampers after them.
Aye, that was them. Oh, pox hamper them.
Bless us all again.
They have hampered me finely, sirrah.
How, sir?
I gave the rascals properties to furnish out a play, a chain, a jewel, and a watch, and they watched their time and rode straight off.
Are they such uncertain creatures, sir? Oh, that's all.
Excuse me, that watch. Alarm in his pocket. Well, a very cousin German to it. What's here? Aha! At once! I have drawn watch, chain, jewel, and all.
Faith, you have a very fortunate hand, sir.
Nay, all to come at once.
The vengeance of this foolery.
Might escape the constable we brought in by the watch.
Oh, Destiny, have I married a thief, mother?
conquered thyself to honor that art beforehand with him.
Why, son! Why, gentlemen! How long have you been my Lord O'Much's servant?
Why, in faith, sir, should I be true to you?
I think it's time. You've been a thief already.
I, knowing the day of your feast and your natural inclination towards pleasure and pastime, and your patience for a jest, as well, to prolong your days as...
Ah, so then you took my chain to prolong my days, did you?
No, not so neither, but to seriously assure you of my hereafter stableness of life, I have took another course.
What?
Took a wife.
A wife? What fool there would marry thee? Where was the wedding held? In Bedlam?
She's both a gentlewoman and a virgin.
Would that I might see her.
You have your wish. She's here. I see it then. Tricks are repaid, I see.
The best is this, that you pledge only me. And since I drink the top, take her and hark. I spice the bottom with 1,000 mark.
By my troth, that's as much as a cup as anyone eats a sip at. Well, give me coin, it makes amends for vice. What is a maid without coin, but coddle without spice?
Come, gentlemen, come to the feast. Let not time waste. We have pleased our ears, now let us please our taste. Who lives by cunning, mark. His fate is cast. When he has done it all, then he himself is last.